You did.
Kyle, you crazy, dog. I just bring Kwame on here.
No, anyway, um,
Whatever.
but like I said, the people who can critically think, the people who can that's not scared of massa and scared of their
I just bring him
jobs and
on here.
scared of their page going down.
We watch
Because
it
like I
together.
said, it's real people.
Listen, man, the Kwame Brown,
Understanding
the man dropping some serious stuff. He ain't
that's why
perfect.
I'm
He
letting
ain't perfect. I ain't saying he
you
perfect,
need a team
but
to
he's
get
saying
this
some
out.
serious eye opening
You have
stuff,
a
man.
team.
And
You see, I'm
I kind
watching
of in
this
fear
shit.
for
They're
his
telling
health.
the niggas,
I mean, I'm kind of scared, kind of in fear for his health, kind of afraid. I mean, yeah, because
we
he
gonna
talking
speak
some
real.
real stuff, man, going against some huge industries,
Real don't shout and
and
do all this shit in the middle
it
of
can
shit.
get it can get it
It'll
can
be
get it
interesting
can, it can get weird, man. It can get real when you mess with people money.
and all this
But
shit.
he got a good
We live in a
perspective
society
outlook
that
on some things,
claims
man.
they're
I think it's
racist.
worth listening
So
to.
listen,
So
so
man, he been
these
live. I don't know how
non-combatants
long he been live.
somehow they end up with our
He
back
got 20,000
more
people watching him,
and you end up with
and
our
he
back.
been live for, let's see,
Why is that? If they so concerned with your black
he
ass,
been live for an
why
hour,
couldn't they show
just talking, like
any
stand up,
gratitude like I've
just
been doing?
talking.
I'm happy that you guys make these videos go viral, so that's why I'm letting you use it. So if they got a little money and they got a little piece of change, like I'm getting some
Cal, you say you
videos
don't come
together,
out. I'm on the channel
I'm gonna
now,
use it to use.
bro. Listen,
I
man, it's
want you
worth
to
listening to,
see
bro.
their personal acts, not hiding in some group. Just hey, I'm going to this community that's led by blank blank person, and this is my youth center, and all the shoes in the community is getting better by this activist that claimed to be an activist.
Yeah.
So they
He
can
said he
use
got perfect
millions of
perspective.
dollars and do
Yeah, some of the
exactly
things
what
he
they
say
claim the troops are doing. Buy million
uh
dollar
a
homes,
lot
and
of
I don't
stuff he
like
say,
those
man, he
homes.
on point in the way he see
How come
things,
you can't
man.
get that
You
million
got to
dollars,
think that
buy
took some
one
real soul
home,
searching.
and then
That
make
took
some
some
money
real soul searching from
with your
him
youth center
as the
passing through
world was.
these bleeding
The man was
black
successful in
men.
the NBA,
Oh
and the
wait,
world kept.
some of you people don't even talk
They
about
made him a joke. You know what I'm saying?
that. Okay,
So in the middle of that, he had to go find himself. On top of everything else you got to go through in life, dealing with family, man. Listen, man, had to take some real soul searching and some real sitting in the room, reading,
y'all
knowledge,
got to
learning,
learn from
to get to where he is, to see things the way he see them.
But the one thing y'all fucked up on
Um,
is that I'm
but I
getting
think he
more
has a perspective worth listening to, man. That's
every
why
day.
I just we can start off like this today,
And
dog.
now that people can clearly see I'm not a bust, I'm not crazy, I'm not delusional. So how y'all gonna stop me? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna just jump out there and do something crazy for the world to see? Or you gonna have to deal with these talking points? Because a lot of people gonna start
And
talking.
listen, bro. Like I know, I don't know. I don't think it's about
People
money,
gonna
but
start
these
talking.
numbers he putting up on YouTube, man,
And Stephen A.
that's a
Smith,
lot of money. They're gonna slap ads
even
on
a
them, and
claim
that's
for
how you
black
get paid, just like a
community,
TV show.
you
These numbers he putting
spearheaded
up
a
are
movement
crazy.
after Jalen Rose was trying to show you,
They're trying to get his mama
brother,
cooking, bro. I know, right? That what he keeps saying.
stats in a person's number and defaming a person's character, whole family, and millions around the world. You have little children growing up to grown men saying that they're these names that you repeat. That would have never happened to Cam Newton back in my day. If a
Right,
kid would have walked up to a coach, Cam Newton size, and talked like that boy talked to Cam Newton back in my day, that
right,
coach would
Kyle.
have slapped the living
That's
shit out of
Kyle.
him
You exactly right.
and would have
That's why
walked
I
up
don't
to
have
his
a problem
mama
with what he
and
said. He
told her,
laid low
"You
for
don't
a
talk to no
long
man like that."
time.
And where's this boy daddy at? He would have looked past his mama. Where is this boy's daddy at? And if the daddy wasn't there, the coach would have said, "That's what his ass needed. Now get the fuck off my field."
Huh.
And when that little boy would have came back to practice, if the coach would have let him, his ass would have had to earn the right to be amongst men, young men. And he would have had to respect everybody out there before he came his ass back out in that field. He would have had to do some running, some up and downs, some burpee, all kind of shit. And that's how you teach these little boys respect. Y'all don't want these little boys respectful. You want what's going on now.
Listen, the man
Because
been live for
Cam
like an
Newton would have
hour,
slapped
man.
the
This
hell out
man,
that little boy
man
like
relentless,
he
man.
deserved. y'all would have took his money, because it's all about money. You want to make grown men into women.
Hurricane, you say he's promoting masculinity.
You would have
Yeah, because they're trying to take it away from him.
You'd have called him abusive to children, and you overlooking the fact that you just created the worst little son of a bitch in the world, and that little fucker is going to grow up to be a man, and he talked to it. That's great right now. Cam Newton broke barriers down. Do you know how hard it is to be a black quarterback? And then some little punk bitch that ain't prove a motherfucking thing. I wish I was out there. I wish I was out there.
Cam Newton ain't take it like that though, because he understand the kids.
I would have cut your little motherfucking ass out.
What Kwame saying is true.
Fuck you talking to a grown ass man like that, and you ain't did shit. Snotty nose little bitch. I don't care who offended by that. That shit was disrespectful, and that's what y'all. So that's why I got mad at Jack and Matt Bond. They that little kid grew up like that. And that's how all this violence started. We got to get programs and let draws in the air, because my coach did. Coach Ballhead, shout out.
Coach Ballhead.
And we ain't have no daddy shit. We got our line sometimes. Motherfucker, grab your helmet, slap your, twist your whole shit around. Nigga, you don't talk like that. Shit. Y'all got these kids talking crazy to people. Then they grow up to be a bitch ass Becky with the blonde hair like Matt Barnes, offering a man to his penis, and people die like that. And no, I ain't moving in violence and acting with violence, some fucking Game of Thrones. I'm talking about real life in the real world. You say that type of shit to the wrong person, and that's it for you. And that's why I want to jump up and down his ass like a trampoline now, because I understand what he was trying to do. Bitch, you don't like jumping in front of your white daddy, bitch. And boy, look at here. I'm telling you, me and you might make the news, boy. You been saying groups.
Hey, Kwame 7 foot talking about jumping on somebody like a trampoline. We're gonna watch a little bit more of this, man. But I just think it's interesting. I think it's an interesting moment in time. You understand? I think it's an interesting moment in time where the brunt of the joke gets a platform because the way things are set up now with the platforms, and goes in, and the people responds. Because people love underdogs, don't they?
The black males don't know how to have a conversation no more. They got this effeminate tongue and showboaty shit. And nigga, nobody don't want to hear that showboaty shit, bitch. A nigga that don't even know me. You ignorant to my situation. And you already acting like you above me because you sitting on your white daddy.
If you're on Facebook, send a message.
When I can go outside and
let me see if I'm getting Facebook.
Nobody will see me. And nobody will have a problem with it. And I can piss in my yard and never wear clothes, bitch. That's free, ho. You a puppet. Don't you ever talk to a nigga like me like that, boy. And it ain't because I'm no gangster. It's just because I'm one of them. And you ain't shit, nigga. You ain't connected to nothing. A pretty ass, bitch ass nigga like you. I seen the goddamn post that Angela Lee put up. Shout out, like I said, to Mike
like an hour and a half, man.
But you can cook.
Kyle, Earl, what's up, bro? Maurice, what's good?
Angela Yee, you put this Pretty Ricky, not Pretty Ricky, because like I said, I like them niggas.
Yeah.
You
people
put
like
this
drama.
Chico the Bar.
Yeah, people do like drama.
But
you listen to him
this
talk
Chico the Bar looking motherfucker with this slick ass.
I guess it is entertaining. He's talking about like famous people. He apologized to Cam Newton about picking on him at the club one day. I guess
the cutest thug I ever seen. Shut your bitch ass up.
Let me see.
I would have jumped, boy. What the fuck you that pretty style nigga trying to be a thug?
You on Facebook,
shut your bitch ass up.
Okay, no, Rod. See, Cal, you on YouTube.
I'll make you
okay, up. Cal, you on both. I got you, Cal. I got you.
Man,
no, I got you, Cal. I got you.
Look what I got
I
on.
make Cal moderator or something. I don't even know how to do that, man.
Show you something, bitch.
All it says put user on timeout. I can't make you a moderator, Cal.
I'll tell you something. What you said to me, boy?
I'm gonna figure that out, Cal.
Violence? No. Let me wake this boy up to manhood. This is manhood talk. Boy, what you said to a man, what you just did on the internet, boy. You lucky I'm only inviting you to these. But imagine if these big motherfuckers is jumping up and down on your ass like a trampoline, bitch. Now, see, some people gonna go to a worse extreme. But see, I'm offering you this, which this is a lesson. Because you still be able to go home.
No, this is
You just gonna
entertaining
go
to me,
home
dog. Morning Bro Show, man. Y'all shout out,
But
man.
you
If you
need
want
to
to get
fix your
involved with
tone,
stocks
boy.
and crypto, 786-459-4499.
You little kids that snicker and look up to you, and you got 200,000-300,000 followers, and they thought that made you tough because you said that.
Hurricane, what'd you say?
It's not how you talk to no man. And I hope, and I allegedly wish I can catch you, so I can show these little boys when you run off on the plug twice, and ooh, Jesus Christ.
Man, got like 20,000 people watching them, bro.
I think it's time for me to get on my tractor because I already know now. I'm probably gonna take a nap.
What do you do on the
gun
tractor?
range today because me and my son gonna start going to shoot together a little more. You know,
What do you do? What do you do on the tractor? You always talking about this tractor.
But he needs more practice. He wants more practice.
Y'all watching for Twitter? What's going on?
He
bro?
asked me quiet as kid. So we're gonna go shoot some guns today. But I'm pretty sure after I get off my tractor mat and after I finish the gun, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take a nap. And now that I've been talking about you, I'm pretty sure you're gonna. It's just some shit you don't say. You shouldn't have been talking shit. Go viral, boy, because you sound real good on the internet. You sound real good on the internet. But I'm gonna need you to put a date on it when you gonna be here. I want to see what all that.
You do a lot of community work. Where you at in Georgia?
Yeah. Be on. You pretty slick hair bitch. I hope you know how to get dirty. Boxing. Oh, I don't know how to box. I know how to get on your ass.
No, this is funny, dog. I haven't even heard what Steven Jackson. I haven't even saw what they comebacks. I haven't even. I ain't watched the
am I free to counter
the smoke show in a while.
I would like to counter that and say you just come on over here. Yeah, by yourself, just me and you. We'll let it happen in front of one of these, and I may or may not let the film out, depending on how much may incriminate me.
Cal, give me a call today, 786-405-9499.
Bitch ass boy. Talk to no motherfucking man like that.
After the show, man. Give me a call a little later.
Niggas like you be getting a lot of these kids hurt. And that's why
Hurricane say it's been proven that South is hitting. Everybody love us. We took the rap game and then look back. When we speak, everybody pay attention.
Just come on, get that one. Let me knock you out. No, allegedly, I think. And just take a picture of you so the kids can see it happen. And if you win, take a picture of me and say you can talk to a nigga like that and you could win. Well, you know, just at least bring that ass so these kids can see the consequence of talking the way you. You're right.
That is funny, though.
You say you all the smoke. You went on there talking about boxing. Nigga, I ain't no motherfucking boxer. So when I get on your ass, you gonna wish we was just boxing. You ain't seen that video of me cat fighting? Back that ass up. You ain't seen that video? You better go look at it. It's on Instagram. I don't give a fuck about his apology, nigga. You don't invite no man to your penis and turn. Hey, suck my dick. I'm sorry. No, nigga.
What'd you say, Kwame? Kwame, what'd you say?
Then I ain't gonna drink a beer with you. And I ain't gonna buy you one. But I'll drive you there. Because you're still black a little bit, I think. Allegedly. I hope.
Hey, suck my dick. I'm sorry.
Because you ain't gonna be able to drive. Me. Motherfucker. Fuck me. I don't know who told you could disrespect men like that, little boy. But okay.
Hey, suck my dick. I'm sorry.
I can tell you ain't connected to nothing. Just by the way you talk. You ain't connected to nothing. You all shit and no go. Teach these kids to talk like that. Alleged suck my dick. You know? Boy, if I was anywhere near you, Lord mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Reggie would have karate-sized your ass. and all this. That's me. A lot of niggas will do anything for money. You niggas are now creating beefs so you can go to the whiteboard and get you a little boxing contract, some money. Pride boys, huh? Bitch, do it look like I need to pride you white motherfucker? Huh? You you prize fighting and me making a bag that I want to jump up and down on your ass like a trampoline hoe? It's for absolutely nothing but that. Fuck are you talking about? Y'all niggas is silly. Y'all will do anything for some money. You one of them, boy. I'm not. Nigga, you respect the man in his space, punk. What is you talking about? Why you think I stay quiet? Any man I ever disrespected, he had enough brain and fortitude to just tell me, hey, bro, I ain't like how you said this and that to me. Because you can't tell me what the fuck. Like what I'm saying on here, don't watch. But if I said something to you that you necessarily didn't like, shit, that's an opportunity for me to apologize or stand on what I said. And if I don't want nothing with it, then I just say, okay, I ain't mean it like that, dog. But see, a lot of you niggas think that's supposed to make you a punk or something. CB4 ass niggas, the only niggas that think that make you a punk.
CB4. Most of you kids don't even know what CB4 is.
Can't tell no nigga how to feel about what you said. And if he bring it to you and he articulate and it's affecting his family and what he got going on, nigga, you should be able to understand. But y'all niggas ain't connected to nothing. So you don't understand shit, but showboat. Shit, Jack. Oh, I love little bro. I love him now. He a little bro, I love him. But shit, it ain't my fault your life is dirt. It ain't my fault. You buried yourself. Your life dirt. I mean, shit, I'm not known as a buzz. I mean, my career was better than you. I was picked later than you, but my career was better than yours. Niggas sad. So I told y'all, that's all you niggas do is go on TV, disrespect.
Dog, it may have been going on about an hour and 45 minutes. I think it's pretty amazing. You know what I'm saying? That somebody can sit there and talk like that, man. Like, we've never really heard Kwame Brown talk. Like, for people who don't understand who he is, I mean, he was in the league for a minute, so I don't know why we act like he wasn't successful. But it's amazing to watch him just go on and on like this. But listen, he's been on
something
here.
Like disgusting coming from a bitch ass nigga. Like, and we are
25,000 people watching him. He's been on here an hour and a half.
Funny. So hey kids, message.
People sending them money, $100, $20, $24.
We can't call you nothing. We can't
$100, $50, $100.
But when you get grown, we're gonna kick your draw. We're gonna talk about you every day. As soon as you hit 18, you grown. And all that other shit over with. You're murderers, your family. Whatever they do is your fault, black man. Everything on you, black man. Spotlight a woman, drag your ass by your neck, by the leash like that bitch ass DJ Envy, then you and you got your chest right, and you looking and you saying, God damn it, you gonna respect me, and you mean it, then somehow you waking up with violence. You can't control me, motherfucker. Woke up with my mama's cooking. And I wasn't violent. And
my mama cooking.
I didn't tell no niggas I was gonna meet them in traffic. So I'm the only violent, but I'm the only nigga that'll be your motherfucking huckleberry. Being a man and being
no, he dropping some real jewels. He got some nice perspective. It may go over a lot of people's head. A lot of people sometimes not ready to hear some of that stuff.
Use those words all you want. He act with violence.
Be right back.
I got the videos up. I never acted with no violence. You could try to have plausibility by putting a game on a grown man situation, but bitch, I don't play no games. And a man invited me to his penis, and because of that, in which what he said, right to address a punk bitch like that. And if he so chooses to out his goddamn mouth, then everybody should say, well, I can understand that. That if a bunkie at you when you got some, because bunkie, what's your, how y'all say butt? But nuts on it too. You went so far. You put the nuts on it. And DJ Envy, God, how you think that make your stuck his fingers up her ass on national TV down there? I gotta have a
what did I walk in on?
You, boy. And they made your bitch ass the spokesperson of black men. Why they won't? Are you kidding me? Because as soon as it started turning into male beef, or I see the instigate, Angela Lee, hold up, you instigate. You gonna need to go on up out of here. Please, thank you. And let men talk. Because men gonna act a little different in front of women. So, no offense, ma'am, you still strong, the queen of the earth, but I'm gonna need you to slide over to the left and let us men figure this out. Because you ain't, when we start tearing some bitch up in here, you gonna be hollering, and getting out.
Right. Now. That's when they know their position. That's when they know. That's when they know they're supposed to be
ass out the way now and let men speak. But you're so used to running your mouth and then.
Yeah, that's when they know their position.
That's why they don't have men on TV. They have a nigga that's so ashamed of his.
Listen. My dad died when I was 12, right? My dad died when I was 12. He was in and out of jail. Wasn't around a lot. I ain't gonna say it. He was in and out of jail. So basically, my mom raised me, and I used to have questions a lot of times about man and what my position is, and I had a baby mom. She was like stern woman, type of woman. Don't smile a lot if she don't know you. And I used to always think she was like a strong black woman. And sometimes growing up without your dad, you got to kind of figure it out, man, what it is to be a man. And we used to raise pit bulls, right? One day the pit bulls started fighting in the yard and we were standing out there. And when they started fighting, she jumped behind me. And when she jumped behind me, it was clear to me what my position was as a man in this world. I don't even think I stopped the dogs from fighting. I looked at her and I said, you see how you jump behind me? I never jumped behind you for anything. So stay back there and stop trying to be up here. And she just looked stupid. But I don't know if she got it. but it was clear to me that my job, you know what I'm saying? That my job is to die for my family. And when she hit the fan, she knows what her role is too. So why she got to hit the fan for you to know what your role is? You know what I'm saying? So that was a lesson I that taught me, man. Listen, I get it now. Stay back there though. Don't be trying it ain't equal. No, stay back there. I respect you. You the queen, but I drive this thing. And it ain't got nothing to do with money. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. None of that. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand. It ain't about money. It ain't about none of that. It's about I'm the lion, and if a lion come through that window, only a lion can deal with him.
It's gonna take all of us.
Still going.
Because if you want to get his country ass off that goddamn station, if enough people and enough people unfollow, his black ass ain't worth the stank to them then. If that 4.5 million subscribers turn to million subscribers, then Shaw in what God, the vein.
Me, JR say, so her role is to be behind. Yeah, riding out the day yesterday, he got, though he go live a couple times a day. Me, JR say, so her role is to be behind you. We men, we lead. Yes, they follow us. But somehow we got twisted, especially in the black community, that my mama run my house. Bill Cosby told a joke one time about how a kid can get raised by their dad, play football, get to the league, score a touchdown, get to the camera and say, "Hi, mom. Hi, mom. We made it." That was purposely done to us. I mean, I don't want to get too deep, but yeah, putting the woman first in the black home and basically putting the woman against the man and putting the woman first and taking the man out was purposely done to us, and it still plays out today. So when people say my mama run my house, oh my mom, no, like no, the man runs the house, like, and it ain't got nothing to do with who make the most money or anything like that. So when I said she jumped behind me, yeah, her position is behind me. He said that's gonna be long. Yeah, her position is behind me. She know where to go. Um, she know where to go when she hit the fan. When it hit the fan, she know where she's supposed to be at, behind me. So stay there. I mean, but we get it mixed up of, is it disrespect? Oh, I gotta be behind you. You gonna make all the decisions. Listen, man, don't nothing work without people knowing their position. I was a Marine. I was playing sports. You gotta know your position, and there has to be a hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? There has to be. We can't, like, it has to be an understanding.
But you still can't hit nothing because you got this ego. What the media has done is played into your ego. And you can't quiet down and listen. You can't even see the results of what's going on around you. So there's men now that just simply, they only lie to you because that's what you want to hear. Why would they tell you the truth? Fight with you all day? You think you're a bad motherfucker. You think
305.
let you believe it.
305, just go play it for it. Just put it on in the car.
We still like you. Still sexy to the motherfucker. You're crazy to a little bit, but we still want you. God damn. You motherfucker crazy now. You motherfucker you join the group more than you join your man. It's supposed to be you and your man. It's supposed to be a personal relationship. You motherfuckers have these relationships and these husbands, and then y'all so attached to y'all group and these females that your husband
ADHD, ain't no daddy at home disease.
Y'all busy. Don't y'all know it's 2 million more women than it is men? Don't y'all know y'all supposed to be on y'all square? And y'all out here with the group instead of watching the nigga that you got, instead of being with the nigga that you got? I don't get it. And I know they've been trying to use every angle to get at me. They're trying to connect me to a political group. They're trying to say I bash women. No, I just want you to look at the results. I'm not bashing nobody. Anything I talk about, I'm either a child in that situation or I've been in these rooms to see it. So you can't tell me shit about what I saw. Fuck you talking about? I done lied to plenty of women. I done lied to you motherfuckers too. I'm guilty of it. So I can talk about it. You're not gonna use that bull.
I see y'all keep bringing up Dwayne Wade. What Dwayne Wade said he don't lead. I heard him talk about his kids, but I never heard him talk about his marriage. I don't know much about Dwayne Wade marriage, man. I like Dwayne Wade. I don't know much about his marriage. I know we assume a lot about him and his wife. She's more outspoken, she's more boisterous. And but I don't know much about their marriage, bro. Like, I heard him talk about his kids and how he had to and how he dealt with his daughter. I mean, damn, daughter, not well, they call him a daughter. It's a little boy. They call him a daughter. And I heard how he dealt with his son, and his son feeling the way he felt. And I don't have a problem with that. I think that is a tough situation to be in, bro. When your child, your son tells you he wants to be a girl, and you know he mean it because you already saw it years ago. Y'all just didn't say nothing. I think that's a tough situation to be in because I think it's a tough situation to be in because that's your son. Everything we do in society today isn't right. 20 years from now, we'll be doing things different. Marijuana was the gateway drug to crack. Now they sell it in the mall. Cigarettes was once banned. Just think about everything that changes. We looked at gays different when we were kids. We would fight them and beat them up. Now it's been accepted. When your son tells you he's gay and you know he mean it because you've seen it for the last couple of years, what are you going to do? Because the world is about to ridicule him. You know what I'm saying? That the world is about to ridicule him. He's going to look different to everybody. You in that moment, you're not going to love him. You're going to ridicule him too, kick him out, do some of the stuff. I don't know what I heard crazy people say, man, but I don't know how far I would take it as Dwayne Wade taking it. But we tell our kids all the time, be yourself. I want you to be yourself, be different. Wait a minute. So Dwayne Wade's son it's unorthodox, wants to be himself and be different and be brave. And we look at it and say, oh, that's too brave. that's too different. That's too different. Listen, bro, all I know is this. Everything we do isn't right. Everything we do isn't right. We get stuff wrong all the time. White people once thought we wasn't smart enough to play basketball with them. White people once thought we was dirty and couldn't drink out the same water fountain as them. Things change. Society is always wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, like you say, society doesn't dictate right or wrong. It doesn't, because society gets it wrong all the time. Cal, you say that ain't brave. He can be gay. He can't be no girl. But that dude loves his son, and he can't knock it. I think it's complicated. Cal, I think it's a complicated situation, bro. And I think we just started talking about it, but I think it goes a lot deeper because we try to put labels on everything. We try to put labels on everything. We try to put everything in the lane. You gay, you this, or you like girls up, or you bi. We try to make sure everything is in the lane. You know what I'm saying? I just know for society, okay, we're accepting of gays now, or people who like the other. A doctor once told me something. He said, listen, I think people are born gay. I do too. I think people are born that way. I think some people experiment as they get older. I think girls could just kiss other girls, but we call it all gay. We always because we're trying to put it in the lane. So we call it all gay. But I think some people are born gay. You can see it when they're kids. You can't shake it. They ain't been raped. Nothing happened to them. They look like a boy. They act like a girl. We've all saw it. But a doctor once told me he think people are born gay too, right? But he said something that made a lot of sense. He said, bro, but we can't keep accepting everything in our society. How far are we going to go? Because there's a group of people out here that thinks having sex with kids is okay. Look it up yourself. So he's like, how far are we going to go in our society? Our society has to stop somewhere. We have to have some rules, some regulations. A lot of Spanish guys get arrested for rape because in their country, they can have sex with younger girls. But we only see things from our perspective. You know what I'm saying? We only see things from our perspective. Maximil says, do you remember the white lady who worked for the NCAA? I don't know why I can't say that. I know what you're trying to say, but I know what you wrote. As a black woman, how come she can't be black when boys can now be girls? Okay. Let me think about it. I think it's a little different because there's white kids that walk around acting like black kids every day, all the time. I think the difference is when you become me I'm comparing myself to Kwame Brown. I ain't that. When you become the person on the screen, or you become the person, when you become the person that people are looking at, and then somebody they think you one thing, but you another. I think she didn't go to jail or anything. It wasn't anything against. I can't remember. She didn't get arrested or anything. It just was in the public opinion. They killed her, right? Like they killed her in the public opinion. I didn't think she. I can't remember, but she didn't go to jail or anything. So no, in her free time, she can act as black as she want to act. And you're saying, I don't know what you're saying. You're saying that she can't. I can't remember it completely. I can't remember if she dyed her skin. I can't remember how far she went. We just thought that she was black and she identified herself as black or something like that. I can't remember. I think it was a lie there. It was a lie in there somewhere. I think a little kid that feels a certain way, and you try to get over it, you try to ignore it. Dwayne Wade said he saw it a long time ago. But back to what we was talking about. So Dwayne Wade doesn't lead in his. What does he mean? He doesn't lead. Cal said she wasn't just acting black. She was right now. She was black on everything. Right. So if you're right. So I guess the question is, what you're trying to say is that I guess what you're trying to say is that if she feels black, why can't she say, "Hey, I'm black. I feel black." Maybe we get there one day. maybe we had it right there. Kwame Brown still going in, dog. Maybe that's what we headed. Yeah, maybe that's what we headed. Maybe that's where we're headed. Let me see if Kwame Brown's still going in. Let me see if Kwame's still going in. Is Kwame still going in? Look like they done shut Kwame. Every now and then, I think they shut Kwame Brown down. 73,000 people watching Kwame, though. 73,000. Answer a couple of these questions, man. I know y'all rather watch Kwame. He done? Kwame stopped? Okay. 73,000 views on that thing. She will always have white privilege. She will always have white privilege to fall back on. Right. That's a whole nother conversation. Me JR say, how could you feel like something you've never been? Oh, Kwame, back on live. How could you feel like something you've never been? That's why all this feeling nonsense makes no sense. Me JR, when did you start feeling like a boy? You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you start feeling like a boy? The funny thing is that I think it's more so what you identify with. I think I grew up behind a little boy named Lavars. He was my age. He never came to play with the boys. He never played street football with us. He always was with the girls. He felt comfortable with the girls. You know what I'm saying? what's Kim Kardashian dad? What he did, I feel like a woman. I mean, bro, listen, I don't know what that is, but I don't think none of us know what it is. I don't think any of us know what it is, and I don't think we care enough to have that conversation, because all we're gonna do is, if you don't believe that somebody was born like that, like Armando Gutierrez said, if you don't believe I was born gay, ain't no use in having a conversation with you, because that's it. That's the end of the conversation. That's it. I think I think we get being gay mixed with I think we get it mixed with, I think women could get drunk and kiss each other. We try to call that gay. I think I've seen women fall in love with other women and say, I ain't gay. I just love her. Like, I don't like other women. I'm in love with her. Me, JR said, are you assuming my gender? Me, JR, you know what? It's funny you say that, because all of this time, I thought you were a man until that last comment you made. Until that last comment you made 10 minutes ago. And I said to myself, that might be a lady. What did you say? What did you say? You said something up here. You said something up here that made me think, oh, that might be a lady. Oh, MJ, Mijel, you done said a lot today, huh? I guess I was going in and listening to Kwame. I done missed a lot of comments. Akeem Jones, did you play for Carol City? You played quarterback for Carol City? Women take it far as well, thinking it's okay for gay couples to raise children. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's okay and what ain't okay no more. Like, I don't know. Me, JR said something up here. Nah, bro, I just like to keep it interesting. People judge you differently once they put you in the box. No, they do. They do. They do judge you differently once they put you in the box. I think, man, I just believe that. I believe that, man. I don't want to get too deep up here. I just believe that we try to label everything. We try to put everything in a lane. We try to say this is that and that is this. And it seems as if the person with the most clout is the one who wins the argument in the end. But we made up everything we see around us, though. Like a can. This is a phone. That's a bird. That's a dog. That's a lion. That's a flower. We made that stuff up. Well, I mean, we don't really know what it is. That's what we labeled it. We don't really know its real purpose of being here. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we labeled it, and we act as such. But I'm here to tell you, man, a lot of things ain't what they seem. So, man, let's switch subjects before we get street in trouble. I can't get in trouble, dog. I'm my own boss. Listen, man. I used to be at work having these conversations, man, and I used to be tearing the ass up because everybody wants to think the same, and then when you think different, you the outcast. No, everybody wants to think the same, and we know a lot of shit we've been taught is wrong. It's a lie. Like it's a lie. We don't know much of half of what we think we know. If them people shut both Streeter and Kwame down. Listen, man, I ain't saying nothing but my own perspective on being gay, man. I think I always say that I remember in corrections, our correction academy, this was one gay girl got up and went off on a class. And she told everybody, listen, man, I was born like this. She was a pretty girl, nice looking girl. She said, ever since I was 3, I remember I used to be obsessed over women's legs. And my mama would beat me because my mama knew what it was. She was 3. And she knew that, okay, TV says man supposed to be with women, but boy, I would like to kiss a woman. And she knew it. Eric Kennedy said, look, fam, any man that is sexual with another man has been molested by another man at an age when they did not know what sexuality was. That is what I've been told by gay men. Well, Kennedy, Eric, because the ones who told you that probably was their experience. I've been told something different. You know what I'm saying? The ones who told you that was probably their experience. But I've been told something different. Like I gave you a story with a girl who grew up and said, like, hey, listen, hey, listen, see, and that's where it gets confusing. It can happen that way. I think a kid can get traumatized as a kid and go down that route. Bro, I just think it's a lot more complicated than we try to make it. You know what I'm saying? So McLeod at defense end. Hey, Keontre Smith at linebacker, dog. What we doing? Keontre at linebacker, McLeod defense end. Listen, man. I spent this weekend with Dwayne Starks. I met Fred Taylor. Hey, Fred, man, come on, man. You think we can come up and shoot the show and watch the show? Yeah, man. They're trying to get, you know what I'm saying, trying to put foot in. Who else? Alonzo Mourning was there. Vernon Carey was there. We was at Dwayne Stark's benefit program. It's a lot of people there, bro. Lewis Oliver was there. I didn't even recognize him. Yeah, man, we're gonna get off that. We can get back on that, but we can go in on all that. If we can have an adult conversation, we can talk about that stuff, bro. But men seem to get real touchy when it starts. All that, man. Come on, man. Like, I sometimes look at it like this. There's people out here that can't tell you they're gay because they're ashamed of what you're going to say, or can't say, or they have to hide who they are, right? And we want to treat them different and say, hey, they can't do this, they can't get married, they do it. I always go back to when we was oppressed. Like, listen, they once told us we couldn't drink out the same water fountain. That didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? They once told us we wasn't equal to them. They once told us we wasn't good enough. That didn't feel right. So who are we to make some ground, right? We make some ground, and then now we look back and be like, y'all are different. Y'all can't do that. That ain't that's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of look at it like, hey, let's hear them out. Let's hear what they got to say, because they might be telling the truth. Right, Kwame is promoting our kids. Nah, Kwame do a good job. But yeah, man, I was with Dwayne Stockton this weekend at his benefit, man. I shook hands with Dwayne. May do some stuff in the future. But yeah, I tried to get up there with Fred Taylor, man, to see if we can come up there and shoot the show at the gym. And yeah, I tried to politic with Fred a little bit, man. I ain't really no picture taker, so I ain't take no pictures with nobody. I ain't really take no pictures with nobody. But Kwame's still going in.
Oh, wait. Okay, keep talking. Yeah, it's easy to spot you little bitches. That's why I stayed quiet. Because if I didn't stay quiet.
Okay, no, it stopped. All right, it stopped. This is okay. Yeah, the live is over, and this is coming from the beginning. Yeah, I go check that out, man. That thing got 73,000 views already, man. Already 73,000. Oh boy, what's going on? That he doing NBA YoungBoy numbers. Oh no, man, he on fire, man. And when you're on fire like that, YouTube gonna keep him on fire too. He on fire. And dog, the crazy thing about it is that it's his platform. See, that's the thing. It's his platform. No boss. He has no boss. He could say what he want to say. He don't have to be politically correct. It's his. It's his. I think everybody in the church needs to write that down right there. It's his. He owns it. Can I get an amen? He owns it. To somewhat. YouTube may jump in every now and then. You know what I'm saying? YouTube may jump in every now and then. It is his. It is his platform. He could take that platform. D, listen to me. He could take that platform. YouTube could cut him off. He could take it to Facebook. Facebook could cut him off. He could take it to Instagram. Instagram cut him off. He could just build a website. He just build a website and then start talking on his own on his own website. It's not his property. No, it's his platform. It's given by YouTube, but it's his platform. He doesn't have a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's gonna come in here and say, "Hey, man, take a break, cause you getting too much heat." They talking about your rape charge. Take a break. They're not. He can be censored. He could be censored. Me, Jr. He can. I think they kicked Farrakhan off, right? They kicked Farrakhan off, right? Did Farrakhan stop talking? Nope. Farrakhan didn't stop talking. Nope. They kicked Farrakhan off. Okay, boom. You take your platform somewhere else. Yes, it's there. It's theirs, right? It's theirs, but it's not. What I'm saying is the difference between Charlemagne and what he's doing right now is a huge difference. You understand? It's a reason I can come on here anytime I want to and start my morning show, which is not professional, but it's mine. It's mine. To a certain extent, I'm in partnership with YouTube somehow, some way, but it's mine. So he has a different freedom than Charlemagne. Man, listen, when you get in the bed with these networks, they may give you a big bag. They're gonna give you a big bag, right? Joe Budden's talk about this a lot. Big bag, boom, 500,000. They control you. They may control you. They may control your name. They may control everything that's really worth something. Everything that's really worth something. So yeah, you take the bag up front, but then now you gotta listen to them. Now you gotta listen to them say, "Hey, yo, listen, we're doing this at this time, coming this day." You can't say that. You say, "Oh, you said what about you did what? You whistled at a girl yesterday at the restaurant? Oh, okay, we're gonna take this sponsorship away." Kwame Brown is not worried about massa. No, he's not. He's freely just talking. He's freely just talking. Now, your ultimate platform would be your property, your website. You own all of that. You know what I'm saying? That would be the ultimate platform, and probably how you would want it to be in the end. You understand? But doing YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that, you have a lot more freedom than the person that's sitting at ESPN. Once you sell your soul, it's hard to buy it back. It is. It really is. Boy, he said something deep yesterday, boy, when he said, man, we so brainwashed. If Michael Jordan left Nike, we won't even leave with him. Oh, that cut deep, boy. Stern signed $1 billion deal to be on a satellite radio station after he ditched the corporate clowns. Floyd Mayweather brought himself out of his contract so he could manage himself and not be controlled by anybody else. That stuff get real deep, man. You gotta. It's a video out there with Floyd talking about how I think Heyman, one of these managers, why did he leave him? And he was saying because every fighter before they try to leave him leaves with a loss. Like all his fighters eventually leave with a loss. And if that went over your head, then okay, you'll get it later. Right. That is what Le Batard went through with ESPN all them years. Yeah. Yeah. Is he still with ESPN? I used to love the Dan Le Batard show. Oh crap. I'm reading it right now. Wow. DraftKings spends $50 million on former ESPN podcast, The Le Batard Show. I guess he's with DraftKings now. There it is. There it is. Wow. Two former. Oh, he started a whole media company. Two former ESPNers joining Dan Le Batard's media company. He started a whole media company. That's what's up. Get your bag to buy your own freedom. Caneville got to come up, huh? Footballville be with you. We on our way, dog. Listen, we on our way. Got some big things coming, man. We got some real big coming, man. But I can't talk about it. I can't talk about it, man. Until it come to fruition. We got something huge in the wings. Marvin Chapman, who got drug tested? Who need to be drug tested? Wait, where we at? What I done miss? Kevin Harris was smoking when he made that prediction. Yo, what up? Don, what's going on? Listen, man, if Kevin Harris end up being right, we all, man, dog, listen, we all did. If that man end up being right, we all did. We all did. James, big dog, James. We all did. Hope you got that, dog. We all did. If that man end up being right, man, oh man, we're gonna have him back on the podcast. We're gonna have to apologize to him. We're gonna have to apologize to him. But no, man, he broke that thing. When he started breaking it down, I had to let him go. Cause now that was interesting. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, he got something to prove it. Like he got something to back it. And he went in. We're gonna have him back on here. And then what was ironic about it, the next day, the line come out and it's the opposite. We're 17 points underdogs. We 17-point underdogs. That was weird. Yeah, he did say Trey Sanders solid. Trey Sanders ran all over Northwestern, Central, anybody else you could name. Speaking of IMG, American Heritage and IMG, I think August the 20th, they getting it in again. I hit Pat Surtain up and I was like, "Hey Pat, man, like why, don't do it." Okay, so here's the backstory. American Heritage played IMG a couple years ago and beat them. They caught them early in the season, one season. American Heritage beat them, never played them again. Let me see if I can find out what year this was. I think this is when IMG was just getting started. They were good now. Don't get it twisted. American Heritage upends nationally ranked IMG. What year was this? 2015, American Heritage beat IMG. So yesterday they announced that they're going to play IMG next year for the first time since 2015. And I hit Pat up. I was like, "No, don't do it, dog. Like that's the one thing South Florida could like hold their hat on is that y'all beat IMG." He was like, "We're gonna beat them again." He said, "We're gonna beat them again." He said, "We got dogs just like they got dogs. Like we got Power 5 kids just like they." He said, and that was the third time somebody told me that today that IMG is gonna be. I mean, that American Heritage is gonna be IMG. It's a tough task. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough task because of the resources they have. Can they be beat? Carol City had them down to the third quarter. Central had them down in the middle of the fourth quarter. Trey Saunders, that ain't name again, and Trey Saunders breaks 60 yards. I showed the game on here before. I showed my highlight on here. Central had them down with James Cook in the fourth quarter. They beat you with resources and depth. That's how they beat you. Last year they had J.J. McCarthy. That dude was on fire, dog. Carol City had him, yeah. I remember Aubrey Hill, God bless Aubrey Hill after that game, because I rode with them on the bus and we got back here. And he just looked at me and he said he didn't want anybody to see it, the emotion, but he just was like, "Man, we almost had him." I was like, "Yeah, coach. I was a part of it. Y'all almost had him." Too much depth, man. So their big guys lean on your big guys, and they could bring big guys in and spell their big guys. And by the fourth quarter, you can't You can't catch Trey Sanders if he breaks. Miami Central could not catch him. He broke, and they couldn't catch him. But also their weight training, their nutrition. Last year, one of Northwestern kids told me their hands felt like iron. he said he said they was trying to strip the ball, and their hands felt like iron. That's just weight training and nutrition and eating right every day, working out right. You know what I'm saying? Last year against Northwestern was the first time I watched that game, and I felt like, man, Northwestern shouldn't come. I've been felt like Northwestern and Central shouldn't go up there. I've explained that before. But they pay a lot of money, bro. They pay a lot of money, and the money funds the programs. I get it. But last year, Kamari Wilson hitting that kid. Last year, when they beat Northwestern, it felt like the varsity playing against not even the JV, like a 14U team. That's what it felt like. And not from a standpoint of talent, from a standpoint of they were hitting Northwestern hard. Like they were hitting them hard. It looked like a college playing against a real good high school team or something. I can't explain it, dog. Like a JUCO playing against a prep. I don't know. But that was the first time I felt like, oh man, like I hope Melo get out of here alive. You know what I'm saying? Like we need him. Marvin, you was there. I feel like Florida schools should have more money and resources. All these story schools, where they money at? Bro, I don't know. Western has one of the biggest following. I would think that they would be the last school that would need money. Or have to take money from somebody because they have such a big backing. You know what I'm saying? That the tradition is so deep. I don't know what they need. I don't know what they do with their money, so I'm not going to speak on it. But I know I've been told that that money helps run the program, and it is needed. But schools are doing more things now too. These schools are traveling 3 times a year. They get these kids on planes. Like man, they're spending a lot of money. The best Northwestern played was at Trash Power 2 years ago. When the boy Marvin, you know what's crazy? At the beginning of that game, that boy Hennessy, whatever his name, Cavassier, whatever his name is, broke and scored a touchdown. And at the beginning of the game, the next year, the first play of the game, he breaks and scores a touchdown. I think they called them both back. Kyle said, "We got some money, we just don't use it." I don't know. It's very weird, Kyle. They have a huge backing. I'm sure they could raise money if they wanted to. I just think sometimes we're not business minded. We don't look at things from a business standpoint. A lot of us come from poverty, so when we get around money, it's hard not to exploit it. It's a lot of layers, man. It's a lot of layers that people, the have-nots, have to deal with when they start going up. You talking about for all the South Florida schools? Yeah. Man, I remember when the lottery first came, they told us the lottery was to rebuild the schools, and they rebuilt them. They rebuilt them like 20 years later, and they still don't have gyms. Like they still are behind. They still behind. Schools in Broward have their own football field. I mean, they have gyms. They don't have their own football fields, but they're still behind. They still behind. Schools in Broward have their own football fields. Oh man, when I lived in North Carolina, the kids didn't have to pay for nothing. Band uniforms, they didn't have to pay for anything. I know here in Mississippi, they take money from the public schools to fund private. The bill passed with no opposition. Wow. Umar built his school yet? I don't know, man. Omar been building that school forever, man. I know a couple people that invested in it. Yeah, man, they said that lottery money was going into the schools, and it's like, man, you know how much money the lottery. Bro, listen, man, I used to gamble until I was introduced to the stock market and invested my money, and I know what gambling is. Um, I I just think the lottery is wrong. Like, I think this is my perspective, though. I'm riding in my hood, right? We're in the hood. Other part, people broke, barely making it. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. And you look on the billboard and it says win $25 million on a billboard. This is the this is this is the government putting up this is the government putting up a billboard that says you can win $25 million. You go buy your ticket for $1 and you lose. And you lose. Tomorrow you lose. The next day you lose. The next day you lose. But you know who's winning? It's like a raffle. You know who's winning? He said he thought we were joking when we said it was one stadium. You see all the high school games I record, the highlights to be at one stadium. But you know who's winning? They're winning. Every time a million people give $1, it's just done $1 at a time. So I think I just feel like the lottery is. I feel like it's wrong. I don't know. I've always felt like that. I always felt like it's wrong for the government to do that. Like to play on broke people's emotions, or to play on their hope to becoming rich, and take money from them $1 at a time. My girl pays $1,600 a year for her daughter to be a cheerleader without any backing from the school. Yeah, bro. The lottery is broke as a tax. Is broke taxes. State-sponsored gambling is killing the black community, bro. Putting that Hard Rock casino there in the middle of that community, though, is like I don't. It's like setting up a keg at an alcohol anonymous meeting. It's like my mom and my grandmother, man, live in that casino, man, and they don't have it, but they emotions keep them going, because that's what gambling. That's what see gambling is an emotion. Is People think you're hooked on, you're trying to win. I'm trying to win. That's why they gamble, right? But that's not what you're hooked on. That's not what you're hooked on. You're hooked on the emotion of when you give your money, that feeling from that point to when that game is over that you might win, and you get addicted to that. And if you don't believe me, right? Ask yourself this: what are you addicted to? Why, when that game is over, all the life go out you, and you got to go do it again real fast? You got to go place another bet. Why could you bet on any game? You could bet on tennis, soccer. You would bet two cats fighting in the backyard. I remember I sat at a basketball game one time, and dudes was next to me betting on. I bet you he scored. I bet you they score right here on this drive. Basketball now, basketball. Bet you he's scoring $5. They score down here, $5. $5 they don't score. $5. The whole game. It's because it's that emotion of I might win is what you become addicted to. It ain't got nothing to do with winning, because you're not addicted to winning. You don't win enough. It's the emotion that you might win. That's the addiction, and that's the trick, because you don't like it's emotions. You can't see it. You know what I'm saying? That's the trick. Done, I'm gonna hit this time, right? You heard Uncle Luke. He want to put one in the hood. He want to put what in the hood? A casino? It is one in the hood. It's right in Miami Gardens. What do you want to put in the hood? Wow. Eric said Eric said he worked in the casino as a tech. He didn't last 2 years because it's a straight scam. Bro, it's playing on broke people emotions, man. It's playing on broke people emotions. Going to a casino with your girl, y'all play blackjack, y'all have some drinks. It can be fun. You in Vegas or you in New Orleans. It could be a fun night. But when you go 2 or 3 times a week because you hope that you can get rich, and then getting rich is just a problem in itself. It's robbing people. I believe. I feel, man. I don't know. $1 at a time. I do. I mean, that's how I kind of see it. Timothy said, "Can American Heritage beat IMG? Is this similar to Miami versus Alabama?" Hmm. Huh. And it's a good question. Can American Heritage beat IMG? Pastor Tame seem to think they can. If I think about it, IMG the last few years. They could play with IMG. It is sort of like Alabama and Miami, American Heritage. So American Heritage, but better than Miami. Like they could play with IMG. They can get on that field and they could play with IMG. You know what American Heritage has that a lot of teams don't have? Is a coaching staff with 6 dudes on it that played in the league. Maybe more than that. And American Heritage, like Pat said, is chess. American Heritage, not long with the dogs that they have, they could scheme. They've seen things. They have coaches that have seen things, and they could scheme up a way to stop certain things or to corral certain things. Can they beat American Heritage? Yeah, they could beat American Heritage, just like Matter Day beat St. Francis. They could. The closest that we have, they did the American Heritage, St. Thomas, may be the closest that we have to being able to beat IMG. I don't think our inner city schools, we have the dogs, right? We have the dogs. We have the dogs, the athletes. We don't have the resources to beat them. And we've proven it that we can't beat them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that's good for our inner city school brand either. I don't think it's good for their brand. They don't have the resources to be. But one of the worst things is I asked Romello and Marvin, I asked Romello and I asked your son, do you know why y'all lose the IMG? And they both said no. And that kind of bothered me a little bit. Cause it's like walking some kids into a slaughter. You know what I'm saying? That kind of bothers me a little bit that they don't know. They don't know why they lose the IMG, but you've lost to them 3 times in a row. None of them was close. You understand? So it has to be something. But the kids can't see it. JB, you say you don't. JB, you say you don't count IMG as a Florida school. I don't think none of us do, but we could at any given time in the argument. You can say the best football, and well, we got IMG. At any given time, you can use that as a draw four to win an argument. Draw four, we got IMG. Marvin, I remember after they beat Northwestern, right? I got this on tape somewhere, dog. After they beat Northwestern at Miami, somehow Northwestern tricked IMG to coming down here to play. That's how the IMG AD explained it to me. Basically tricked them to come down here and play and kind of forced them to come down here to play. I don't know if that was a good idea either, because let them stay up there. Don't let IMG come down here with their nice buses. Listen, bro, it's just marketing, it's promotion. Don't let people see it. Thank God nobody didn't go to the game. And I love IMG. IMG treat me like media should be treated. But after that game, the coach said, listen, that was a good one. It's Miami Northwestern. We know they're going to be physical. We know they're going to be fast. We knew this coming in. Have some great athletes. But we also know they were going to suck ass on special teams. And I think the way, Marvin, you correct me if I'm wrong, they ran back a kick, they blocked the punt. It all happened on special teams. That's how they beat Northwestern here. I think they had one kid had 3 interceptions or something like that. But he said that. I caught it on camera. He was like, but we knew they were going to suck ass at special teams. And I think he said something else. I know they think they made a field goal. I think they blocked the kick. I think they ran back a kickoff. Wayne, you say I'm funny, dog? Listen, man, y'all want to get involved with the stock market, dog? Hit me up, 786-405-9499. Hurricane in that area. It was a hurricane in that area. I think that wasn't why. Hey, that wasn't why. That was not why. That wasn't why at all. I think Northwestern thought that if they got them down here, they had a better chance to beat them. I think that's what the AD told me. Somebody with the program told me that. I think about the way they did it, IMG AD didn't like it. 24-8, right? 1 punt return, 1 block kickoff, and 3 interceptions. Right. Yeah, man, that man said it. That man said it right there on camera, man. I don't know. Let me see. Do I got this video, man? I might have it, and I might be wording it wrong. He said something like that. He said something of that nature. Northwestern versus IMG. Let me see. Nope. Northwestern versus Naples. Northwestern versus Blue and Gold game when they felt like letting me in. Norland upset Northwestern. Central versus Northwestern. Northwestern versus Norland. Northwestern versus American. Where's this game? Thought I did a good job. I thought I did a good job. I thought I did a good job saving this stuff. Let's see. Nope. I don't know where it is. All right, that's enough of that. So yeah, man, I've been on here a little too long. Going into wholesome Holloway time. Pull back a little bit. Been on here a little too long now. So listen, man, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Y'all boys want to get involved with investing, man. Hit me up 786-405-9499. The ones who sent me the text, I'll hit you. I wasn't looking for the score. I was looking for the actual video, like me shooting the video. But I'm trying to think. Oh, could have been one of those games that I just handed somebody an SD card and they didn't give it back. Another live-a-thon. You like that Miami hat? Yeah, man, I had to get a Miami hat, man. I had to get a Miami hat, man. People be saying, man, Streeter, you will never wear no Miami Hurricane hat. Yeah, I had to get a Miami Hurricane hat. People started thinking I wasn't a fan. I was a huge, I was. Oh, here we go. Huge Miami Hurricane fan, man. I try not to be biased. When I became the media, I had to kind of stay in the middle. But when I became the media, I actually realized like how sorry the Kings had been for a while. I was able to see it. When I was a fan, I couldn't see it. And for y'all fans, who's saying that we're gonna beat Bama by 17, like it's hard to see when you're just a fan. It is. But when I became the media, for some reason, I was able to see that, oh man, Miami, we've been mediocre for a while. Yeah, kind of like Arizona State or San Diego State. Like we've been mediocre, dog, for a long time. And until I started my company, for some reason I was blind to it. I couldn't see it. Don, you say the first time you played St. Thomas? Timothy said you missed what we were talking about Kwame. Timothy, we had about 30 minutes of Kwame Brown on here talking. Bama 12, the Canes 65. Yeah, man. So, but listen, I'm a huge Hurricane fan. That's the fan side of me. You know what I'm saying? I just try to be honest on here, dog, because I don't know, man. I don't know. You hear DBJ, what's the guy's name? DBJ and blah blah blah. They sugarcoat everything Miami. Like it's like they even say when they say bad things about Miami, they say it in a way where you like confused. You like, was that an insult or not? I can't tell. You like the hat. I see Kane Sport, Gary Furman them. They always blame the coach. I mean, they rarely blame the kids. They rarely blame the coaches. They always blame the kids. On my platform, man, me saying Alabama's going to beat us is me being honest. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all into politics. Me saying that Miami's going to lose to Alabama is me being honest, right? And that's me being honest with y'all. That's what I think. I thought they were going to be Clemson. I thought they could have played with Clemson last year. They proved me wrong. I'm not doing that again. That's me being honest. It would benefit me more to come on here and do what Kevin Harris did. Now, so I want y'all to think about what Kevin Harris did. It would benefit me more when it comes to this media stuff, your guys' morale, how y'all feel about the game. It'll benefit me more, I know, at least in the short term, for me to say, no, man, I think Miami could beat Alabama. I think Miami has a Heisman Trophy candidate as a quarterback. I think they have a lot. The O-line is experienced. Alabama, and for me to make you guys feel good, and you would like to come here and listen to what I say. But I choose the route of, man, I'm just going to be honest and not the route of, hey man, how could I get my numbers up, keep my numbers up, put money in my pocket? I'm not saying that I always make decisions like that, but what I'm saying is I think some outlets, I know outlets make decisions like that, but when you're put in that position, you have to make a decision like that. You got to make a decision. Eric, I appreciate that. You have to make a decision of, I can just do this to get people to come, do shock factor, say what they want me to say, and don't give them and don't tell them my real, like how I really feel. I think DBJ and whatever their name is, I think that's their job. Their job is to prop the Hurricanes up. I could only imagine doing that North Carolina game. I could only imagine how they sounded, like, because they rarely ever say anything. They never say anything bad about the program. I think their job is to prop the program up. Yeah, Don told me I need the media to bring me back to real because I be wilding sometimes. Yeah, because when Kelvin got off the phone, when Kelvin left, you said, man, Kelvin ain't telling me nothing I ain't already know. Like you was down with the 17 points. But no, man. So me being honest doesn't mean I'm not a Hurricane fan, man. And like that is the weirdest thing ever, dog. Just because I'm looking at it and saying, no, I don't think we can beat them. And then people say a real Hurricane fan won't say that. Well, I'm not saying I'm not going to sit in front of that TV and wish to baby Jesus that we don't beat them. Yes, I want us. Well, I ain't gonna be in front of the TV. I'll probably be on the sideline. But yes, I want us to win. Like I'm rooting for us to win. but yeah, it's a difference between you asking me what the truth. I can no longer give a fan answer. Like I think X is still a fan. Like he gives fan answers sometimes. And listen, this is my platform. He can say what he want to say. Like he got the right to say whatever he want to say. We run this. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of the Cane fights. Because, dog, you got to understand, man. You have to understand. If I overhype the Canes, right? My platform was never based on the Canes. I just started talking more Hurricanes here recently. If I overhype the Canes, more people, more Cane fans will come to my platform. They want to hear the hype. They want to hear we got a chance. That's what they want to hear. I'm actually doing myself a disservice when I say the truth, but you got X. X say he done bet 3 people. Well, I do not trust Manny. He's not a game strategist. Facts. They can't stand wholesome. Who can't stand wholesome? Who can't stand wholesome? What wholesome say? I know wholesome always talk about having a program. Like, man, no, we don't have a program. But man, listen, I'm about to get up and get out of here. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm deep. I appreciate y'all dudes. And I'm out. Bossy, you are smart to do that. But what did Bossy do? My pockets are in 2 different places. Exactly. I'm out, man.